this is Rajat Sogani from 7X Weddings by Devraj. We are into the business of wedding planning where we give your dream to a reality, we convert your dream to a reality by our passion. We offer a lot of services like wedding planning, hospitality management, artist management, production management. We are present in almost across seven cities of India. We are in Udaipur, Jaipur, Ahmedabad, Vadodara, Bombay, Indore. We are also present in Dubai and soon opening up in London.
Hi, this is Devang Shah. Uh, I run a company called Experts Advertising Events and Promotions, Experts Holidays Private Limited, and 7X Weddings. So we have a different wedding portfolios. We are into the MICE, we are into destination events, we do corporate events and experts. In 7X Weddings, we are major into the destination weddings and experiential weddings basically. And I belong from Ahmedabad. We've been doing events across the globe. Hi, this is Dev,
Hi, this is Raj.
and we are from 7X Weddings by Devraj.
Welcome to our DLC Fireside chat.
Rajat, I would like you to take me through this memory lane how we started the 7X Weddings.
I still remember those days in 2015 when I was supposed to go for my holidays, and one friend of mine called me that I want to do my sister's wedding. So you were always my competitor. We were never a partner by that time.
I do recall
So I thought ki let's do something innovative. So I said I won't be able to do this wedding and my friend will do it. So Devang, I just called you. You said I will do it. From there we started our journey in 2015 by just managing a friend's sister wedding, and now it's been almost 8 years. We have never looked back. That small wedding we did at a smaller scale. Now I think we have roped ourselves into a wedding industry where we do a lot of experiential weddings. We give everything new to the client. Every wedding is challenging for us, and I think we both, as a joint, have faced a lot of challenges and crises managing it. But yes, at the end of the day, we both are satisfied in a manner that we give experiences to all our clients and in a very very happy way. When we talk about the wedding experiences and experiential wedding, for us every wedding is always a challenge. Yeah.
Absolutely. I absolutely agree to that point. Let us take them through the challenges what we have faced recently. I mean, we can talk about this November wedding actually.
The weather is always unpredictable after climate change. We were never knowing that something bad of this level will happen. I remember I was not in Udaipur and it's the day of November. He called me, Rajat, we are in a mess right now. I said, what happened? Can you imagine 17th of November, it's raining heavily in Udaipur and we were planning for this wedding from last two
6 months.
months, 6 months in fact, and I was not able to do anything. It's raining like crazy. All the events were getting washed. We were sourcing a lot of things. The flights got cancelled. The artists were lining up. They didn't
In a
flew up.
such a detailing, in fact, in each of my meetings, I must have done some 50 odd meetings with this client, back and forth from Ahmedabad to Rajkot, and each and every meeting we had almost 20 to 25 participants from this family. So that bride's cousins, groom's cousins, blah blah blah. All these people were there, giving their own thoughts. Every family, have a varied personalities. They have their own thoughts, their own vision about the weddings, and their own takes about the. When we discussed, I still remember that when we were sorting out about the artist for the Sangeet, each and every person in that room, 25 people were googling, "Hey, Devang, what's the rate of this Della Mehndi? What's the rate of Mika Singh? What's the rate of Badshah?" So that's how we brainstormed, and we boiled down to the Sangeet artist by. I think you called up by midnight one. Devang, you had your dinner? You guys, I mean, we were still hunting for the artist.
What happens is one fine evening, 6 months of preparation, all gone.
Yeah.
But
It
here
started
comes,
pouring
but
right
here,
from 2 p.m. Yeah.
but here comes the role of a wedding planner. That it's not, the game is not over. The show is not over. The show is always on. Whatever is happening at the back end, we have to learn from that. Immediately he's taking an action. Immediately the local artists are roped up. Immediately we have in fact hired a new venue where the venue was supposed to be something else, and we had a something else.
We were doing Sangeet at Zanana Mahal, and suddenly it was raining like monsoons actually. So we had to shift the entire event to Mewar Hall. There was a closed.
So the take was for all of us is that the show is not over till the show is over. So I always say that in our industry it is very well said that we have to be relaxed. No, we can't be relaxed. Yeah, show started. You have to be relaxed. No, the generator is off. You can't do anything. So
Yeah.
so we are running. So we have to be very much prepared.
But when the final output came in, after all this struggle, all this, it was kind of a marathon. Like finding a Sangeet venue, taking the new artist on board, because artists could not land to Udaipur. It was such a stormy weather. I mean, none of the flights were actually getting off at Udaipur. They will fly back to Mumbai. So we had to face a lot of challenges. But after all this entire thing, when you see happy faces, when you have delivered something, that is what 7x is all about. We keep our heads cool in the situation and we deliver things.
So it is an experience of its own kind when we are going through a rough phases, and then the outcome is very good.
A
So
similar event, I still remember that we were at Umid Bhavan and I was traveling from Udaipur, and Raj Mata of Jodhpur, Rajasthan, passed away. And we had booked Sonu Nigam. He was there. He called up Devang. I'm missing you out here. I mean, there's a challenge what we're facing right now. Umid Bhavan, we had a huge hangar structure. Marquee was been set up at the Baradri. We had Sonu Nigam to perform. We had Raju Srivas to perform. That kind of artists were already they've flown to Jodhpur. My guests were already there, and he suddenly said that Rajmata passed away and we
we
can't
were
do an event
supposed
in Jodhpur Umid Bhavan actually.
we were kicked out
So
of the Umaid Bhavan, not say kicked out, but we were asked to leave the Umaid Bhavan because the dead body of Rajmata was supposed to be there. So if you were asked to, a day before that, you can't use the venue for the wedding, and that too in a Jodhpur, that too in a Umaid Bhavan Palace, where because the Jodhpur you goes for Umaid Bhavan Palace only. So ultimately, the outcome of all these things is, Devang, we are in a business of giving an experiences to the client, and for giving those experiences, we have to face a lot of challenges and
I
crises.
mean, I adore you for that decisions what you made in that overnight journey of yours. You moved the entire event to Taj Hari Mahal and the other venues we booked ITC. Fortunately, I mean the venues were available, and Touchwood, God has actually been with us when we were facing challenges, and when we wanted to deliver things. God has always helped us. Our team has helped us always. They've stood by us, and they've run through all the difficulties, whatever we had faced actually, and they have helped us a lot.
So challenge is a part of our journey, and it's not our journey. Challenge is always a part of a wedding planning. Wedding planning looks like very simple thing, that yes, or any event management looks like a very simple thing. You have to do an amalgamation of the decor and the agencies. It's not. It's all about how to face the crisis and how to have the situations in the control and how to manage those things. And we have been into the case studies of various wedding industry. Now, when we talk about the new trends,
Yeah.
when we talk about the new thing, in last 8 years, we have seen many new things coming up. The best thing and the best evolved industry which we have seen is the cinematography.
Certainly.
I still remember, Devang, when we used to hire a photographer in 2015, we used to say कि we need 3 hours film, we need every wedding film, 1 hour film of wedding, 1 hour film of Sangeet. But in 7 years, Devang, all changed. Nobody is interested in 1 hour.
Actually, the social media has changed the game. That's a game changer. So people are quick. I mean, they want instant things to be posted on Instagram, to be watched, quick reels and stuff like that.
So it's like a T20 now.
Yeah,
It's like a
it's like
T20
T20,
that we used to see a test match of 3 hours of a wedding. Now the result is of 20 seconds of reel. Now the latest we did, my client demanded only one thing. That we don't care about 1 hour film. We just need 5 reels of our every event. So the evolve of a new thing, cinematography, pre-wedding shoot. Now the new thing have come up as a post-wedding shoot. Now the pre-wedding shoot is outdated. We have into a post-wedding shoot.
Certainly.
So the new things are coming up, and we are talking about every day. There's a new challenge. You remember the floral? Earlier we used to have our flower designed by our own.
Yeah.
Now we have Piston Belly, we have Walid Baj
Absolutely.
coming flying to India and designing. So everything
India's
is evolved.
evolved, and a lot of people want to come to India for the weddings. A lot of NRIs, a lot of foreign, families also are taking up palaces and Indian destinations as a wedding nowadays. Actually. So that way, I think we are fortunate enough to be born and brought up in India, and we can deliver new things with new royal weddings to the people coming to India. Actually, And I would rather insist whosoever wants to come to India. India is the most incredible destination to do any sort of wedding. May it be a beach wedding, may it be palaces, may it be a hill stations or whatever. Varied things are available here. Varied destinations are available here.
So it's not only India. Yes, India is always a favorite destination for the wedding. But the trending things are every event of a wedding is not now for 3 days. It's for every event have to be celebrated in a different manner, different places. Like the last wedding we did, we celebrated Sangeet in Italy, pre-wedding in Amsterdam, wedding at Jaipur Palace, and the post-wedding celebration we are still in a planning stage to go take it to New York. So now the wedding is an amalgamation of different experiences for the different events. So we are going to different places. Yes, India is always a favorite host destination for being into royalty. But yes, we are celebration is going global now.
Absolutely.
The way we guys are going global, the same way celebrations are going global.
People are more receptive about new trends in the wedding. Like, we were doing this Jodhpur wedding at Balsamand Palace. So mostly when you do go to Balsamand Palace, there's a peacock garden.
The
which is
technology.
more famous for the Varmala thing. But now this bride was so receptive. She bought an idea of doing a Vidhi Mandap in the poolside of Balsamand, and doing the entire 3D mapping, and the story of a bride was showcased on the walls of that Balsamand pool. There was something really new which has came
Who
up.
was saying, who was knowing that technology will play a very important role in wedding? 2 years before, we were not knowing that even technology is of use. But today, when we talk to a new generation, bride and groom, they say, Rajat, we need something to be told in an innovative way. So you brought a 3D mapping concept, and trust me, it became so hit that now it's trending. So you never know what is trending and what is coming new into the picture. So we have to be always trying to be giving something new experiences to the client. Yeah, this on, this off, like the way. Who was knowing that celebrating 40th birthday, that 2 words when you are getting old will be trending.
That was amazing. I mean, we got Badshah just for 30 minutes for just a 40 people event. It was a birthday party. I mean, amazing. It's a kind of a grandeur of what See, it's all about how you deliver, how you talk the ideas to your client.
I think Corona taught all of us.
People are spending well now.
Corona taught all of us that now life is short. Enjoy every moment of the life.
Each and every moment.
Go wherever you want to.
So it started with actually his birthday. He celebrated his 40th with such a gala, man. Then after I got a friend coming in, he said that we wanted to celebrate a 40th birthday in Ahmedabad. Then we sold an idea of doing it in Udaipur, making it grand with this Roo band coming from Dubai, making the after party also. So we started the party by 12 p.m. noon, and then it lasted till 5 a.m. and still people were wanting it more. Such an energy.
So the new trend in the industry is all about new events. Now wedding was an event, 40th birthday is an event. Now we got a call that I want to celebrate 60th birthday. So like we say, everything has been turned towards an event.
As a Prime Minister, people have started celebrating life and occasions actually.
As the Prime Minister is fond of event, as when he was a CM, he used to do a lot of events. He used to convey all messages through an event. I still remember around 12 years back when we did his Global Investor Summit. It was a big event. It was not a big that time. It was a small event that time when he was CM. But now you see everybody, being it a corporate or being it a personal, everybody want to convey everything to an event. Like yesterday's swearing ceremony of Bhagwant Man, it happened to be a biggest event of this month, and it happened to a place where Bhagat Singh got born. So the conveying of a message, be it a corporate or anything, has to be related to an event now.
Now, since we are talking about this events, the very very crucial part of our all events is the venue basically. So you can't do anything without the cooperation of the venues. So fortunately we've got all good venue partners. In fact, the kind of venues what we have selected so far, they've always cooperated with us, and they've given us a liberty to play with the different venues, different things, different destinations, and we can execute decor. So we never face the challenges in terms of when we talk about the partners like Fairmont, or partners like Della, or partners like Trident. They've allowed us. So
Earlier the trend was that they had a rule book. The venues and the hotels had a rule book. They never used to give a liberty to do a wedding. Wedding was always a side affair or anything, any event. But now the industry, as an industry, the hospitality industry have opened their gates towards any sort of event or wedding.
they're more receptive actually.
So
They're
there's
more
a concept
receptive to
called
the idea.
Shadi by Marriott, Viva by Novotel. So everybody receptive towards this industry. So I just want to say one thing very clearly, Devang. In last 8 years we realized that you can do anything, you can convey anything
Absolutely.
through an event.
Absolutely.
Through an event means yes, everything like if a person if a company have to convey a motivation to the his teammates or his employees, they do a motivational event. They call it a mind reader. There is no conversation between boss and employee. The conversation is through a person who is a mind reader. So there's an event to it. So life is all about event. Life is all about celebrating. So how do you take it? It depends on us.
And one more thing I would like to add to the friends who are watching our show, you travel a lot. When you're in events, you need to travel a lot. Experience the destination yourself, and that is the only time when you will acquire this knowledge and when you will be able to deliver it confidently. When you are selling something to your client, you will not be able to sell till the time you haven't experienced it yourself. So when we talk about ourselves, I mean we travel a lot ourselves. In our leisure trips also we do our homework. We study a lot. We look at the destination with our own perspective that what all things are possible here actually. And that makes us able to sell a different destination to our events. That's how you bring the experiences actually. To your event.
Absolutely. The most important thing which we should convey to all our audience is that you have to have a paperwork ready with you. You have to be very creative and you have to keep your eyes and ears always open for adopting new things. Likewise, anything is possible. Like me being a corporate guy, me being a PR guy, when I can handle the wedding, it means that it's not a master of anything. It's you need to be very disciplined and you have to be good management. So everything in the world is possible. Everything in the world is possible. It's just that you have to have plan A and plan B ready for you guys, and you have to manage it on the paper. If the things are written on the paper, I am deadly sure that all is doable. So we say let's say this to our audience that yes, you have to be passionate about you are doing what, and you have to convert your passion towards your goal. So we both have done this.
Absolutely.
Devraj is a result of two different people sitting in the same frame with you guys. We were the competitors to a level that when I used to see his face 10 years before in a government office where I was having my tender on, and I used to say my team, my lucky mascot is here because he will lose the tender and I will gain the tender.
I always lose. I always used to lose because I work with my comfort. If I don't enjoy working for something with hefty margins, I'll not.
So he
I'll
left
say
because
that,
of
okay,
margin.
better you take it actually.
He left because of margin and I won because of his face. Now those two people are sitting in the same frame talking about the lovely partnership of 8 years. Became 7x, then 7x became 7x weddings, then 7x weddings became 7x weddings by Devraj. So the Devraj is a brand by themselves. When people do ask us, are you brothers of the same mother or something like that, we say we are brothers of different mothers. But yes, for 7x we are the brothers by soul, and do everything and anything whatever you enjoy. You have to give a space to your partner, and we have
I
to
would
work
also
upon
like
it.
to bring our philosophy of 7x here. When we started this, we believe that when you do something, you should enjoy yourself. So the way client chooses, we always choose our clients as well. So when we choose our client, when I mean to say what I mean to say that is we select our client the way we select the families basically. We have to enjoy working with them the way they work with us. It's not a client-vendor relationship. We work as a friends, we work as a families with our client basically. So they should equally enjoy working with us the way we enjoy working with them actually.
Earlier what used to happen is the father and the mother used to come to us. Now what is trending is that now father and mother doesn't come to us. The bride and groom comes to us. And the bride says, because today we have encyclopedia, Pinterest, Google, so they come with a lot of photographs. Rajat, we want to do this, we want to have this. So today they are more educated than you. Like the clients are more educated, the bride and groom are more educated than us. So we have to be always on the road, and then they come to us, they demand a lot of things which is doable and which is not doable. But I say it's their wedding, it's their dream. So as a dream fulfiller, we both have only one thing in mind, and we always say it on sales pitch or in a conversation that there are a lot of things which need to rope into here. We lot of technology, like when you go to Vegas, there are a lot of shows, water and sound show. When you go to France, there are a lot of artists who are ready to perform. You know the kind of decor, the kind of concepts they have, the kind of floral arrangements they do, the kind of aesthetic value they bring to on the table to you. So still the journey is too small. We have to go a long way. There's a lot of things to be
Absolutely.
adopted here.
So I know what you're talking about, and your vision says that you want to do a beautiful Italian wedding. Okay, and my dream is to take a bride and groom to Cappadocia and do a proposal on the hot air balloon actually. So something like this we can evolve up to, which we have already traveled. I would rather do after party at Mykonos, maybe Tropicana could be the ideal place, or we can go to IA and do some nice hangout.
Why can't we
Party.
create Mykonos here? Why can't we create Cappadocia here? So it's let's bring those things to the table. Let's do something here only.
Absolutely.
Let's bring the rest of the world to here. Let's give our clientele that you want to go to Cappadocia, you want to have a lovely proposal in the hot air balloon. Here it is. Let's create Amsterdam street here. Let's
So
create Times
lot
Square
of
here.
things to explore. Probably we have traveled world and we have understood, like there are a lot of things to do in Turkey. There are a lot of things to do in London. There are a lot of venues to explore in Singapore in that way. So lot of things in weddings is brilliant opportunities and to explore. And now clients have came to us who give us a liberty to explore.
So let's say one thing very clearly that still we are. I always say that it's a learning process. Still we are new to the industry, although we've been experience of a decade. So the amalgamation of technology with aesthetic values of design have to come, and we have to rope in. We have to rope in Vegas to Italian designs. We have to rope in London culture
Yeah.
to mix with the Indian heritage, and we have to give a global platter to the world. We have to give a global platter to the client that yes, this is here. So let's work. Let's see how this event industry will evolve and take a new technology from the Western world, new designs from the Italian world or European world, new culture of London or UK.
People are exploring. Let me tell you here, like people are exploring new trends of music.
Exactly.
Like a cappella, we never thought of a cappella as a core sangeet artist. People are trying a cappella for artist as for a sangeet.
Absolutely.
So new trends have came up actually, and people are more receptive.
So now the industry, the way industry have adopted the new changes, I think we as a planner, we need to guide, we need to tell people that yes, and we have to learn also. We have to learn from these, and we have to bring new changes to this country, and we have to travel more. We have to adopt new things.
Absolutely.
Now it comes to yes, we are talking too much about technology, but when it comes to a green wedding, I still remember. You remember the wedding? Then there was a client who asked us that there's a lot of wastage, a lot of pollution. You guys are doing light, sound. Yes, as a human being, as a global climate change, we need to work on that, and we worked on. We did a wedding where it was sustainability was very good for a green wedding, where the crockery was not used. We used the reusable plates and everything. There was no stage. There was no light.
Biodegradable.
We used in a sunlight. We used in a jungle. So now I think there's one more trend coming up for doing a green wedding.
Absolutely.
So as a sensible citizen, we should at least promote green wedding. We should talk about doing a sustainable wedding.
I mean, like
Take care
likewise,
of environment.
we stopped doing road signages because it is an obstruction. Actually, nobody in this world of Google, I know Google Maps and all. You don't need a road signages to access the venue. So that actually damages.
So there, this country, in fact, as a world, we need to work on all the events to be green events we should move towards, because I know it will take another 10 years or decade
Yeah.
for us to move towards a new environment, a new green event. But I'm sure the kind of technologies we are using and the kind of products we have in the resources, we will be able to pull it up. And I am waiting for a day when we say proudly that this is a complete green event where we have not done an inch of pollution, or we have not done anything wastage. Everything is reusable.
One more thing I'd like to bring it up here actually, from the international weddings, when you're talking about international trends, DIY is the new trending gifting solutions basically. So do it yourself, bride and groom, they come bring up their own talent, their own creativity, they bring up their own cousins and friends at the place. There's an activity, you make your own gifts basically, which is more touchy, and then when that goes as a souvenir to each guest, which is completely made by bride and groom or their family basically. It is more touchy. So these are the trends which people are loving it now, and they're incorporating. We are executing it for them actually. So there are a lot of DIY activities, not only in giftings, there are also engaging activities basically. Welcome boards, or probably your photo ops have been DIY basically. So there's a portrait done by a bride, or probably a groom has came out from a haldi and he has just painted the white cloth with his some creative aspect, in which can be used as a souvenir then later on. So this all trends that came up newly.
Devang, when we talk about getting new things from abroad, it's always a challenge for both of us that, yeah, where we get this, where we got this. You
Home to
remember that?
connect, yeah.
You remember we were thinking something to bring from New York. Now, when you talk about, I have platform where we get a lot of people connected to each other. So I think DLC have helped us a lot, that getting those people connected to us and giving us a new thing. So there should be a platform, and it's a very good platform where you from the DLC we get a New York artist to India, or from like, for example, I still remember I got a call from London saying that we need you, because how they got to know about me is from a DLC. So it's a business platform where globally we are connected. So the world is opening towards a business platform to be connected in the globally, and DLC is the best platform. So it is giving us a wing to bring new things and to make us fly to a different zone.
Absolutely.
So we want to end up with saying this 7x weddings. It's not only about weddings. We are talking about the dreams. As a Devraj, we promise you guys that you just see a dream and we will convert your dream into a reality. So your dream wedding is just a call away. We both are there to convert your dream wedding to a reality wedding. Thanks for listening to us.
Love you all.